Hey, how's it going, everybody? Austin here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I thought I would do a video on some Ghostface masks that I've got. We're finally back in October. We're back in spooky season, and I don't know what it is, but every year I get really Ghostface obsessed around this time of the year. So I've got 3 copies here. I've actually got quite a bit more than this, but I wanted to bring these out because I wanted to do a video because this year is a big year for the return of the Easter Unlimited Ghostface masks. And so I've got 3 copies here. I have a 2023 copy. This was sold by FYE. Originally, last year, these popped up kind of out of nowhere, and they were said to be Walgreens exclusive masks, but I don't know anybody that ever found one in a Walgreens. But they did start popping up in an FYE, and I was able to get one. They were selling out like crazy. Every time they'd go in stock, they'd get sold out, and then scalpers were trying to post them online for a bunch of money. But I mean, it's because last year the ultra whites were still the standard, and we really just never thought we were going to get these back. But this is the 2023 copy. Pretty good copy. The paint could be better. Like, the nose paint is a little messy. The eye paint isn't terrible, but it's kind of painted a little uneven in terms of like this eye here. So it kind of gives the mask kind of an odd looking shape to the eyes. And then the mouth is very matte painted, which is cool. This is the standard EU font on the back. So this is a regular Easter Unlimited mold. Again, this is a, if it'll focus, July to September 2023. So this is the return of the EUs right here. These were kind of marked as the return to form. Sorry, my camera keeps going out of focus. And then, of course, that led many to speculate whether or not they were just going to bring them back entirely for this Halloween season, which they did. Now, you'll notice I've got 2 here, and there's a reason for that, and something I want to discuss a little bit and just kind of get your opinions on. It is my belief that not only have the Easter Unlimiteds been brought back this year, but I think Fun World has kind of snuck a variation of 2 molds being produced at once. And I'll show you what I mean. But if you look at these dead on, do you see any differences at all? Maybe you don't. I do, but they are very minor. But I am going to point them out. This copy here is an old mold EU, and I call it an old mold EU because it has, again, if it'll focus, the standard Easter Unlimited style stamp. Okay. And again, this is a 2024 copy. I got this from Walgreens. Sorry, I've got to just kind of plop back down there. But if you'll look at the features, I want you to focus on the mouth. So you see how that mouth, I mean, it's kind of got a little bit of a width to it at the top there. The nose is very finely painted, but it, you know, I don't know, there's just something about it. You know, you can see this is definitely the regular Easter Unlimited mold. But then I saw these in Walgreens as well. And this is just a little different. Notice how the mouth just appears a little bit thinner. There's the old mold. And then here's the new mold. And you can just tell the mouth is just a little bit more inward, a little bit more thinner than this one. The nose itself is probably the same, just stenciled you know, a little more filled in. That's probably what's, you know, causing that difference there. I mean, the similarities are very, very close. It's practically the same mask. But what leads me to believe that it's a brand new mold is this. This Easter Unlimited stamp is, can you see that? That is quite a bit bigger of a font than this one, or even this one. And you'll notice how the wording of Easter Unlimited on all three of these copies are slightly different. This one has kind of the rougher cutout of the stamp. This one has a slightly more cleaned up cutout of the stamp. And then this one has an entirely new Easter Unlimited variation with a font that I've never seen present on any other Easter Unlimited before. So this has got to be a brand new style mold. This is, my theory is this is the brand new Easter Unlimited mold that they plan on producing for years and years from now on, and I hope that's the case. This is probably the very last rendition of the original Easter Unlimited mold that we saw maybe, I think, during the Scream 4 era. And then this, I kind of feel like these are leftovers from those early EU molds, maybe. I don't know. They all look different. And maybe I'm just crazy because, I mean, like I said, they're all really pretty much the same. They're still Easter Unlimiteds, and I don't know for sure if any retooling was done, but I just feel like with these, there's definitely some sort of a difference there. I think especially if I can show you this. I don't know if I can show you this or not. I'm going to try. Maybe show you this. But I feel like if I put them nose to nose, can you see that? You know, nose to nose, the new 2024 is just a tad bit longer than the 2024 old mold. And even if I compare the nose to nose 2023 to the 2024, it's just this mouth is just a tad, ever so slightly bit longer. So it kind of just leads me to believe that this is a brand new mold, slightly retooled and refined, you know. And I mean, if you know anything about mask making, if you make enough masks out of a singular mold, you have to remold it. You have to cast new molds because those molds will get tired after a while. And start to have a lot of defects, so they have to come out with new molds. So I think that's what this is. I think these are brand new molds. You also see certain differences in the paint scheme, where these are more sheeny. I don't know if that's not a word, but a little bit more matte, just sort of a sheen. These are shiny. These are where these kind of sheen, these just shine. You see how that reflects the light differently? So, but they're being sold simultaneously. You could find both of these in one store on one shelf. So I think it's just pretty cool. This particular copy is probably one of my all-time favorite EUs that I've ever owned. This copy really reminds me of an HHN. Just the way that it's stitched and the perfect paint. So anyway. But I just wanted to make a quick video. I'm super happy to see these back. You know, we went through the dark ages for a while where, you know, it was all ultra whites. I don't know why they ever stopped the Easter Unlimited masks in the first place. If I had to guess, it was just a matter of cutting costs. And when they realized that after a while people were just so sick of the ultra whites that they decided to start bootlegging Easter Unlimiteds. I think that's what kind of kicked Fun World into gear and said, you know, we need to bring that back. I really think that's what it was. I've had a couple of my buddies, we've discussed about why they think we've all of a sudden gotten the classic mask back, and I think my suspicion is the scammers started to take it a step further and make bootleg EUs that really looked like genuine Easter Unlimiteds. If you're a veteran in the hobby, you can tell sort of that they're bootleg, but it's very hard to tell. To the general consumer, they couldn't tell. So you had companies like AliExpress and I think even Temu was in on it, where they were creating these original looking Ghostface masks, but they were bootleg. And I think Fun World saw that and they were like, you know, if we just come out with the actual Easter Unlimiteds, people will just buy our official masks. So I think that's what caused these to return in the first place. Because you'll notice, like I said, last year, it was ultra whites on the Walmart shelves and everything. And then we started seeing the rise of the bootleg. I remember the craze over that. And then all of a sudden, this just appeared out of nowhere. These just showed up. Out of nowhere, these became a thing. And all during the Christmas season, these were flocked all over FYE and apparently Walgreens, but I never saw them there. So, I mean, what are you going to do? I don't know. But I'm just glad they're back. I'm just glad to see the classic Ghostface mask back. I've actually got a couple different variants of this year's masks. I've got some Walmart variants that have smaller tags. Not a huge fan of the smaller tag, but I guess it's cool for display purposes if you want to put them on a phone head. I prefer hanging mine on the wall. But, yeah. Not a very long video. Just wanted to showcase the return of the Easter Unlimited. Am I crazy, or does this really look like a Scream 3 mask? Like, I feel like this looks like a Scream 3 mask, and then this looks like a Scream 4 or a Scream 5 mask. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. I feel like people in the comments are going to be like, dude, they're exactly the same. Like, you're stupid. Maybe. I don't know. I'm definitely a little bit obsessive. I've had way too many of these masks in the past. And I don't plan on stopping either. I actually have a plan to pick up some original Asus and black and red tag Ghostface masks, hopefully before the end of the year. So maybe I'll do some videos on those. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of doing videos anymore, unfortunately. It's nothing against you guys. You guys have been great. My general audience that has checked out my channel over the last few years, I mean, I'm actually pretty happy with the amount of interaction I've gotten from here. And you guys are great. I'm glad you guys check out the videos. I just, life is different now. I have a daughter now, as you can tell from my numerous amount of stuff in here. And yes, there's a freaking Christmas tree up. Do not judge me. That is my wife's fault. I promise. I tried to fight her on that, but happy wife, happy life. So she said that I get the bedroom full of Halloween crap, and she gets this corner in the living room full of Christmas crap. What are you going to do? Anyways, yes, I know that's a sin. You'll have to forgive me. I wasn't the one that came up with it. Anyways, yeah, life's just so different now. I just don't have the time to really devote to this sort of thing anymore. I still pick these up when I can. I still try to collect when I can, but I don't make a lot of videos on this stuff anymore just because there's so much going on. But I do miss making videos. I wouldn't mind picking it back up and showing it off more. Again, just to show you the tag on these. I quite like the tag. I just wish that they would get rid of this image. I get it. You know, it's the reshoot mask from Scream 4. I get it. But we're way past Scream 4. And I think it's time to update the image with one of these. Or even better, if they would just go back to doing the mask images on the little card right here. If they'll just put a picture of the mask at hand right there. I mean, that would be wonderful. I don't know why they won't go back to doing that. I hope they do. Maybe next year. We'll see. I don't know. But there's another look at that stamp there. I think these are being coined the big stamp. I think that's what these are being called now through collectors. I think people are starting to call these the big stamp EUs, which is pretty cool. Definitely, if you're a collector, I mean, if you can, why not pick up both? Get you a standard EU stamp, get you a big stamp EU, mainly because if in fact this is the new mold, there's a possibility that from now on, these may be the only ones sold in stores starting next year. These may just be old stock that they're getting rid of. So, next year, there may not be any more standard font EUs, which I know that doesn't really matter to a lot of people, but I mean, if you're a stickler for these sort of things, you may want to get one of these. This may be the last year we see the classic EU in favor of these EUs. Even though they look the same, they have different stamps, so, maybe that matters to you. Maybe it doesn't. And also pick up a big stamp, because with the fact that these are being produced, there's a really good chance that these are going to be used in the next Scream film. They're about to start filming that movie, and I'm almost positive that Fun World's probably got a mixture of both of these sent to use in that film. So, I mean, pick up one of each, and then technically you've probably got a Scream 7 mask. Because, with the way filming works, typically when they film the movie, Fun World will usually send them a stock of masks that were created April to June of the previous year. Like, for example, Scream 4's masks were used, well, a couple of them were using the April to June 2010 Ghostface masks. Of course, they also had some actual movie-made masks that they were using as well. But even the same for Scream 3. Scream 3 was using a mixture of the 97 Aces, the 98 Aces, and the 99 black and red tag Ghostface masks. So, the fact that the next Scream film is filming early 2025, I think it's a safe bet to assume that these April to June 2024 copies are going to be what's used in the film. So pick them up so that technically you have some Scream 7 masks. Scream 7 masks. I think I said Scream. I got to quit this video. I've been talking too long. I'm rambling. It's almost 20 minutes. Anyways, all right, well, it was fun to talk to you guys. Let me know in the comments if you see any differences, or am I just stupid? I don't know. Am I stupid? I mean, I feel like I see differences. I just, am I retarded? Am I the only one that sees this? Like, does this not remind you of a 97 Aces? And does this not remind you of like a Scream 4 or a Scream 5? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. There's another shot of the mouse if you really want to see. Like, does that not look thinner? I don't know. Anyways, okay. Have a good day. Happy Halloween. And I don't know when I'll talk to you guys next, but I will talk to you guys eventually. But until then, take it easy.